Paul Tudor Jones, who is a billionaire hedge fund manager, said, and I quote, "Investors are in uncharted territory and should make capital preservation their top priority." He also goes on to state you do not want to own stocks or bonds in this market condition. Now, Paul Tudor Jones was the guy who called the 1987 stock market crash. Now, I want to stop right there for just a second. What is capital preservation? Well, for one, capital preservation means taking your money out of a risky environment and placing it into a non-risky environment. Here are some examples of capital preservation accounts where you can preserve your money. Now, Paul Tudor Jones also says that inflation is one of the biggest threats to the market and to society. He goes on to say that the inflation that's occurring now is reminiscent of the inflation that happened in the 1970s. Now, it's probably safe to say most people on TikTok and scrolling and even watching this video right now were born after the 70s. That also includes me. I was born in 1982. I don't remember when inflation was this high. I've heard stories, but I don't remember it. I was too young. Most people in our generation right now have no clue what's upon us. Back in the 70s, inflation was in the teens, let alone 8.5% that it is right now, and people are freaking out. Now, Paul Tudor Jones is just one of the people that are talking about all the things that are about to come. If you have a lot of money in the market, we're headed for rough waters. If I were you, I would do a few things. Number one, if you have a financial advisor, have a conversation with them. Ask them about places to protect your principal. Specifically, ask them about annuities. Fixed index annuities are a great way to hedge against inflation and also market volatility. And if your financial advisor does not recommend life insurance as a hedge against inflation and market volatility or a fixed index annuity, you have to ask yourself why. It may be because they don't make any money on those products unless they have a life producer license. If they suggest to you to just ride it out, you need to scratch your head and ask yourself another question. What do they gain from me riding it out? Well, for one, they still make money on your money. They take what's called an asset under management fee. Every year, they take a 1% fee off of your money no matter what the market does. And you may have an advisor that just takes a flat fee. And don't get it twisted, I'm not against financial advisors. I want to work with financial advisors to help my clients have proper diversification and principal protection. So if you're looking to protect your hard-earned money, and you don't want to risk losing it in the next market correction, let's have a conversation. I'll show you what's available for you. Fill out the form through the link in my bio.